like all this vamp, you know what I'm saying, that kind of stuff. So I'm like,
He doesn't sound like that. Oh, when I got to change the title too. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Edit.
yeah,
Oh,
man, I got some good questions for you, and it's man, you go, you go have a good time, bro.
oh yeah. Shoot, man. Look, bro. I'm glad to be here, bro. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I see you.
Bet. Okay, cool. Hey, that boy got the keyboard set up, man. You tough. Look
Oh,
at clean, my boy.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. See. Okay.
All right,
Let's
I'm just trying to get these questions off my phone so I don't be looking crazy like reading them. So,
let's see. Let me make sure. See. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. I'm gonna. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna play this first song.
are you streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, swag. Hold
Yes.
up.
Oh yeah, man. You know I had to get you right.
Gotta get in there, my boy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
gotta get in there. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta go on live. That's what I'm trying to get him going live, bro. But it's like I don't even know where to start with it because obviously you got Twitch and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't know. I'm gonna work it out.
Oh shoot, man. Me and Jason can show you. Oh, what's up, Abe?
Okay. Honestly, I ain't gonna use this. I think we good.
Oh
I think we
yeah.
good on that.
Oh okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me do a little text. Yo, it's been a minute since I streamed. Oh my goodness. Oh man. But yeah, cause this next stream it's gonna be a Tekken 8 stream.
You said Tekken 8?
Yeah, they gonna drop next month. Right now they recently dropped the demo. So I've been on Kazuya.
Okay. Okay. Tekken 8. What if they
Hmm.
just put like a Street Fighter too? Because CC was saying he didn't like it like that.
Oh, he stopped playing Street Fighter. I ain't gonna lie, Street Fighter 6 is pretty cool, but it just has mechanics I don't like sometimes. Like sometimes.
I got you.
I like for some reason I'm kind of addicted to Tekken and MK. So, all right,
All right,
man.
so Romero, we good, man? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Atypical. Tonight we have a very special guest, Romero the Fighter.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much for being on the show, man.
Oh man, appreciate you, man, for bringing me here, man. This is the first time, man.
Absolutely, man. And it's a pleasure to have you, honestly. It's like we always try to get different perspectives from
Mm-hmm.
different people in different walks in lives because not everybody has the same experience.
Right.
So, Romero, the title of your podcast is The Art of the Fight. So we're going to be talking a lot about like fighting, how you got into the games, and just kind of go from there, man. So,
Right.
first question for you, Mr. Romero the Fighter.
Yes.
Where did the name come from, man? Where did you get Romero the Fighter from?
Well, okay, so when Romero the Fighter came along, okay, there's this name that I used to use for like since high school, and it was called Ratrix 33, which is like a name I made up because I had no other name. So I used the name Ratrix 33 or R33 for a certain point in time, and then at some point I got tired of it because Ratrix 33 is like more of a I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, Gears of War, Let's see, what's another shooter I used to play a lot? Battlefield. But it was mainly Call of Duty, Gears of War, like at the least. And, oh yeah, and Halo. I used to play a lot of Halo too. So
Okay.
when I actually, when Call of Duty was on the brink of dying or whatnot, pretty much I got to the point where fighting game was like the first genre that I ever played. But at the time, I was playing it casually, especially when it comes to like the big three, like Mortal Kombat, uh, Street Fighter, and Tekken. The big three, as they usually call it. So one day, I guess I wouldn't say Street Fighter 4. I think what game? Oh, KI, Killing Instinct came out for Xbox. Because at the time,
Okay.
this is before everybody started to switch over to PlayStation 4. Because when Xbox, sort of switched to the whole DRM type of thing,
Uh-huh.
pretty much that's when I guess Romero the Fighter came along. But at first, it was like I still kind of mixed it with my R33 name because I was going by like Killer R33, and I
I
think
got you. I
and
got you.
I think I kind of got old with the name to the point where I just wanted to be called something else. So I was like, Romero the Fighter is good enough for me. So I chose that name, and I think it stuck. I mean, I did went to Rose and Kage for a while, but I think Romero the Fighter it was great because every time I go on retro stream,
Mm.
he will always still call me that. So I think that name just stick for some reason. I just been stuck with that name ever since.
I got you. So it started like you said R33, and
Hmm.
at first you were like first person shooter kind of person.
Yeah.
What kind of got you into like the fighting?
Fighting games always been there in my life, I would say, but I think the year I guess I kind of got into it was back in high school. Yeah, because I was always into it, but it was just like on a casual base. But I think when I actually wanted to like play, um, it was back in high school because the first time I heard something like serious about a fighting game was Evo 2010. This is back when Justin Wong was he was a pro player. Um, it is second of all. Let's see what happened. Second of all, it was another time where Daigo Mahara. That was the first time I ever heard of him. I didn't even know who he was. Like Daigo and Ricky Ortiz. Before he became a full woman. So okay. I was like, because I saw him and Ricky. They played. Um, it was like I think it was Ryu versus. I'm trying to figure out. It was Ryu versus. I'm trying to think of this character Rufus. Ryu versus Rufus grand finals. So I
Gotcha.
think what it was Daigo was in winners on grand finals and Ricky was in losers, and Ricky came all the way back from losers to make it to the grand finals, and that was the most hype because that was the time where this was the first time like I heard that like this controller like they call it like the arcade stick or the fight stick. This is the first time I heard of this thing, but nowadays we don't even need to use this anymore. We can just use a pad or a controller, but or a hitbox, because I got
Hmm.
that too. But I mainly use a controller now because it's like
I be seeing you on the hitbox, man. Like, what's going on? What happened?
the hitbox. Well, the thing is with the hitbox, I was on it for a good minute. I was really on it for a good minute, and I think I might go back to it. But I think the thing was, with your hand, you gotta have like a good like hand strength. Like you definitely have to have some form of hand strength, like especially with your left hand, cause whatever hand if you're left-handed, then it's easy. It's easier for you any given way. But if you're
Gotcha.
right-handed though, it's like you gotta You literally got to work out your hand. That's why I did, and I got better with the hitbox, and I got used to it. I think the reason why I think I went back to pad was because Evo 2022. When I went there for in Las Vegas, when Street Fighter, this was like literally the last year of Street Fighter 5. This was the last year of Street Fighter 5. CC was there. CC made it out of pools. I didn't make it out of pools because the same guy that I lost that sent me to losers, I had to fight him again.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, cause I played a character. Well, one thing about me is when it comes to Street Fighter, the one character I do not like fighting is Karen. Karen is in your face most of the time, and then I feel like the matchup between her and Bison, I feel like it's kind of even, but once she gets her pressure going, it's hard for Bison to get out of it, unless you try to V reversal or something, or get baited. So, but Tekken, and the thing is with Tekken 2, I think the reason, like, and I said this probably several times, like, even on my Facebook or my Instagram, that I'll drop every other fighting game for Tekken. Every time I go to a Tekken tournament, I get 0-2. For some odd reason, I get sent to losers and then I get eliminated. That game is so hard to the point where I actually want to learn that game straight up. Cause at first I thought I was gonna play like MK, Street Fighter 6, and Tekken 8 all at the same time. But for some reason I have a hard, like, MK is like, I feel like MK is a lot easier. But I feel like Tekken is more challenging for some odd reason. I get 0-2. Even on DreamHack that happened this year, I got 0-2. And it's just like,
Did you start out on Tekken though? Which one did you start out on? Like, what was first?
As far as me, like, game wise, it's always been MK. It was MK. Then it was like Capcom Fighters, and then it was Tekken. So those were the three that I played the most. Like, I really played those the most. Like, you have to understand, like, those were the three that, you know, took it up a notch. And then so later on, it was like, I like to watch Marvel, and I like to watch those type of games too. But the thing is, I'm not nice at Marvel. I wish I was nice because the game looks fun.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, but
I be in that same boat, man. So I feel it. I feel that.
Yeah, so yeah, but that's the goal though. Like, I think ever since, like, I went to Evo, these dudes who've been playing Tekken probably like a few years, or probably like decades since the first game came out, I ask people questions about it, and the way people play, it's just like you have. I think Tekken is one of those games where you could literally pick the same character and have your own style to it. And that's why I kind of learned from, like, everybody. Because I'm gonna tell you a funny story, right?
Go ahead.
So in Evo 2022, while CC, I guess, was doing his pulls, I was practicing Tekken. So there's these guys, a group of friends that all play Lei Wulong. He's like the Jackie Chan of Tekken, pretty much. So the way they played, one guy, he beat me. He was playing kind of more like defensive. He was more defensive of how he played Lei. So when I faced his friend, he was cosplayed as Lei. He had red dreadlocks. He had the band-aid like Lei Wulong for Tekken 7. And soon as he played, he was rushing the fuck out of me. He was rushing me down. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I don't know what it was. It was just like, I'm like, bro, how you play like this and he plays like this? And they both played it different. And then there was this other guy too. He was I think he was from Cali. I think he was from NorCal. I think it was he was from NorCal himself. He played several characters. This dude whooped my ass with Lee Chow Lan, and then the other dude. And then he also, and the same guy, he picked Kazuya. And then the way he played those characters, I'm like, yo, I say, the weird part is just like they know when to do certain things, they know when to sidestep, and all that shit. So, after that, I'm just like, what am I?
Got you guard kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, I was like, yeah, so I just don't know. Like, I was just like, one, like, the character that I usually play is literally one of the worst characters in the game, but I still, for some reason, decided to play him. And I think, I used to play Law a lot, but I think Law kind of got boring to me because I played Law, nothing but Law and Tekken.
Okay.
And Kazuya, but I just wanted to try out Lars. Lars, I've been playing since Tekken 6. And Lars has a very unique style to it, but the problem is some of his moves can get interrupted on Tekken 7. Because Tekken 7 is his worst, I'm telling his worst version of himself. Because you look back to the older games, Tekken 6 but actually Tag 2 was his best version. And 8 and now Tekken Tag 2, yes.
That was a classic, bro.
Mm-hmm. That was the best Lars. That was the best Lars. Like, the Lars we got now, the Tekken 7 one, he's straight up ass. Like, you could play him good, you could try to do damage. They buffed him sort of, but he's still ass. He's missing certain things. Like, I can't. Like, I seen good Lars players like do work, but it's just like, for me, it's just like, I don't know. But that's when I kind of picked up on Lei Wulong. I don't know what it is with this character. He's the only hard character that I like to play. He's so hard because he got so many stances. You got Panther, what's the Crane, Tarantula. I think no, it wasn't Tarantula. It was, I forgot the name of it, but he had so many stances. It was just like he was that good. Like, right. He wasn't the best in the game, but you could do something with him. Cause Lei Wulong is the type of character you gotta have Tekken knowledge against. Cause if you don't know how to fight Lei Wulong, then it's over.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So Romero, next question I got for you here, man.
Yes, sir.
So I know you as Romero. You know, obviously as a person, I met you through Jason and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Does Romero the fighter go any deeper than video games? Like, did you fight anything in your life? Have you had any battles you kind of dealt with? Does it go any deeper?
Oh, that is a crazy question. I like that question, man. Okay. I like that question. If it's deeper than that, I would say growing up, and it's the weird part. Growing up is weird. I wouldn't say it was bad, good. It was just in a weird mix, if you get what I'm saying. So it's like growing up, it's just like either I would get adored, either I would get hated, either if I want to fight somebody, either I'm just like real chill. It was just like a mix of things that was going on. And I feel like most of my life, I feel like, even though I like grow up in a good family home and et cetera, I think like each and every day I feel like I get thrown to the wolves for some reason, and that's why it's like when you just try to figure out certain things, even with like jobs and whatnot, you'll get thrown to the wolves to the point where you have to learn so much stuff. So like, and then on top of that, like with fighting games too, it's kind of relatable in the same sense. And the reason I think I had got into fighting games, like at first casually, it was because rest in peace to my brother, my second oldest brother Dexter.
Oh man.
Yeah, because he passed away back in 2015, 2016. Pretty much the reason why, like I played fighting games, like just to start out, was just because of him. I remember one day, He had his Sega Genesis. It's the old 32-bit, that big old Sega Genesis. And he had Mortal Kombat 2, and the characters that he always played was Sub-Zero and Raiden. Well, he really liked it, Raiden. And, ever since then, I guess, like, that's when gaming kind of start for me.
Okay.
Cause, like, it wasn't, like, always a shooter thing. Because, like, I didn't get into, like, shooters really until, I guess, I played, what's that game on PlayStation 2? Area 51.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it was a first person shooter. I ain't gonna lie, that is a hard ass game to play. Like it
I
starts.
ain't never played it.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Cause I think I streamed it a long time ago. It was a long time ago, but it was like it starts out easy, then it gets harder and harder by the minute, and then you gotta deal with like difficult tasks. But with him, it started out like that, and then another thing too. They also got me into fighting games. Back when I was like 13, right?
Mm.
I don't know if you remember this mall. You remember Shannon Mall before they tore it down and closed it as Union Station?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was another thing too. So back then, like back in, I would say probably around, I would say 98, 99. They had these. They had two arcades at the time, cause at the time the most popular arcade in the mall was of course Tilt, cause South Lake had it. Let's see, South Lake
was lit, man. I remember Tilt. Yeah.
Yeah, Tilt was lit. Cause I think the only ones that they had left in Georgia is the one in Savannah, cause that's the only one I know that's still open to this day. Cause everywhere else is pretty much closed, and probably the one in California is still open. But as far as the ones I know that's open, the only ones open is the one that's in that Savannah. Can't even talk. Savannah Mall. I forgot the name of that mall in particular. It's not Oglethorpe, but it's that other mall that no one really goes to. It's like a empty mall. But other than that, it was just like it was crazy. Everybody, I think. The most popular games that they was playing at the time was like Marvel 2 and MK and Tag Tournament 1. Those were the GOATs. Those were the GOATs. And then when they had opened like two of the arcades, cause Shannon Mall also opened one too. And then I would always see people play fighting games and such, but back when they had their own arcade, it was just people casually. But then when Max Fun opened back in '07, like I didn't even know there were people that was playing Mortal Kombat 3 like crazy. And I remember I played my friend cause at the time, like I think I was playing Kung Lao on MK3, and then this bald head dude came out of nowhere. And then he just started doing combos and setups. I was like, what the hell? And then after that, I just got off that thing. And him and his friend played. I was like, yo.
Funny, dog. You funny.
I'm just saying. I was like, yo, what the hell is that? I was like, I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. It was so weird, but it was good. It was. And this was the time when Armageddon came out. Because me and my friends talked about, oh yeah, I'm going to whoop you some Armageddon, this and that. But we haven't even got a chance to play Armageddon. We got a chance to play the old games that came out in 95, 96. Like 2 years after I was born. But I was just like, it was just so crazy. But it was a fun experience, And then on top of that, like, I think what kind of shamed me as like a black man too is just like the whole like gaming culture. Like it kind of saves people's lives, and it gets you out of trouble. Like you being in your house all day. So yeah.
So you feel like games have been like something to help you like get through stuff, or what you mean by that?
Like I'll say like as like when I was growing up, like I said, I grew up in a good family home. So like the first console that I ever owned, like like ever owned ever was like a Nintendo 64, and I still got the exact one to this day. Like, cause like some people did believe me when I said I had this since '99. Like when I was 6, I had this Nintendo 64 forever, and I remember it was so weird. I felt like my parents planned it, and then my aunt, and it was so weird because what they'll do is they'll get the console and then they'll have like my aunts get the game. Cause I felt like they was just talking. I'm like, I said, how the hell? Cause like me knowing, like me growing up, like I didn't watch like commercials like that. I wasn't like, oh, I wanted this. I didn't know what the fuck it was, cause all I knew was Sega Genesis. That's all I knew.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Genesis was lit, yo. I used to be a huge. I don't know if he was into Sonic or nothing like that, but Sonic was my thing back then. But yeah, man, I remember the Genesis days. I remember that.
Oh yeah, Sonic. Yeah, Sonic played a huge role in my life too. Yeah, Sonic. I don't know, cause I know AJ. He told me, oh man, I've always been a Mario fan. I was like, well, cause I guess he was like, he was born later in time, but like for me, it was just always been Sonic, and I think my favorite Sonic game to this day is Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, Adventure 2 is right, and I got the copy. I got the GameCube version. Cause the best version to play it on is the GameCube and the Dreamcast. If you're not playing on either one of in the 360, if you're not playing on either one of those consoles, it's a problem. Cause Steam sold the Adventure 2, and I was trying to see what Retro was talking about. Like Steam had the worst version, and then I saw how. I looked at other videos of people playing the Steam version, and I can see why it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad.
Is it like buggy or something, probably?
I guess. But yeah, but like either you have to get the emulation or you got to play it through the GameCube. I got the GameCube version, so it's a fire game.
Hey, you gotta stick with what you know, the best. You know what I'm saying? Romero, next question we got for you. Tell me a little bit about resilience, man, because as anybody who plays a video game or anything like that, I feel like you have to have resilience and discipline. Because I'm gonna just say for me personally, if I get on something like Tekken, Street Fighter, I'm gonna get mad, bro. I'm gonna get mad, not like extremely quickly, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not. I'll be butt mashing, get my ass kicked. I'm out of there. So tell me about your resilience. And how do you like keep that up, man? How do you keep all that kind of stuff up?
Well, here's the thing that you gotta. That's the crazy part, right? Like, bro, I'm gonna say this just like how, how like a certain person thinks they're a tough guy until they meet someone that's far more greater than you. It's gonna constantly happen. It's like I'm gonna say this. I say this, and this was for anything, and especially coming for. And I think FPS is more easier to lose in than to fighting games. And I'm gonna break this down to you, right? With shooters, either you're by yourself. Nowadays you could be by yourself doing the battle royale. No matter what the game it is, Warzone, Fortnite, the finals, which is probably I heard it's gonna be the COD killer. I heard because the game looks pretty sick, and I seen it in DreamHack this year, and it was pretty fun. But the thing is with shooters and fighting games, shooters you can kill people, you could be on teams. And you can still lose. You can still have the most kills, at least death. And it's like you can get a lot of kills, and it's more satisfying because you know your skills and your worth. Well, and then on top of that, you get like if something goes wrong with your team, you can blame it on somebody else.
It's facts.
You could.
You wasn't capturing the flag, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could blame it on somebody else. But with fighting games, it's a lot different, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, there's been a lot of people that been playing fighting games since like the beginning of time, which is like pretty much when we was born. Like
Facts.
that's when like it really started. And then on top of that, people are like they get good and they get better. But the thing is, you have to learn how to lose, and you got to know what you're doing wrong in a fighting game. Because like with Call of, with like, I'll say this. I'll think about this. Think of the Hawks, right? I had to see. I saw.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
Yeah,
Alright, let's go. Let's
yeah,
go for the heart.
yeah. Okay,
I
so
like it. I like it.
the Hawks and the Falcons, right? The one thing.
Or you have to put the Falcons in there too, bro.
Oh, bro, because this is what
I'll play. Go ahead.
No, here's the thing. The one thing I feel like the Falcons, especially and the Hawks, especially both of their coaches, the one thing I feel like they never do is go back and look at the games that they lost.
Got you.
Because if you don't look at certain like your replays, or if you don't look at certain things you do wrong, because at the moment it's different. Because when you look at your replays, it's a lot different than actually being in the game. So, in order for you to become a winner, you just have to figure out what you're doing wrong with your like own character. And one advice I would say too is like when you start out playing a fighting game, like don't worry about. I'll say don't worry about like winning, cause if you worry about winning, you're not gonna learn any fucking thing. Like, cause every time I would say stuff like, damn, I should, cause everyone gonna keep saying, oh, I should have beat his ass, or like, oh, this guy's a scrub, he doing scrubby shit, oh, this game online is lagging, blah blah blah. You can say all of that you want, but as soon as you look at the replays of what you did wrong, you gotta go back and adjust. And then sometimes when you play fighting games, like the one thing, this guy, his name is Taj. He's a fighting game player. He said, "Oh yes, babe, Jason. Yo, Jason, that's my girl. That's my girl. That's on the street. That's he's funny. Bruh, he's funny, yo. Oh, but yo, that's crazy, bruh. How you doing, Jason? But yeah." But the one thing about fighting games you gotta do is one. I think the best way to play fighting games too is not through training mode. Really, I think training mode. I think for me the purpose of training mode is if you try to learn the optimal and learning how to beat something. Because some people come into training mode like just to practice on combos, which is fine. I mean, that's the goal. Like, you want to get good with your combos and execution, but at the same time, training room is there for a reason. And it's like now, like especially with Tekken is like you got to figure out certain things and you got to know how to beat certain stuff. And now that like fighting games, like they're giving like the frame data now on the training room, you get to figure out stuff a lot more easier. Because back then, you got to figure out shit yourself. Like I said, they throw you to the wolves. Street Fighter 4 wasn't like that at all. Street Fighter 5 became like that probably later on when the game actually got better. Because, you know, when it first came out, it was really bad. It was so generic. Right. Everybody could play the same way. Bison Nash was the best character in the game, and Karen.
I got you. Remember, it's I'm not gonna say it's crazy, but I love having you on the podcast because usually me looking on the camera, I'm like,
"Hey Jay, what's up?"
Like, yo, like, bro, what's going on? Like, cause me, I wouldn't consider myself a gamer. I don't really play fighting games and stuff, but a lot of the stuff you say is applicable to like life. As far as like, you gotta look back on your mistakes to really see like, I thought I did that perfectly, but if you're not reflecting back on it, then you're not gonna keep moving in the way that you need or want to be going. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
very well said, bro. Very well said.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Romero. Next thing, um, it's an interesting one. So, do you ever use fighting games as like a way? If let's say you had like a bad day at work or something, you just in a bad mood. Do you ever get on a fighting game to like take out your aggression or kind of deal with anything like that?
Nah. I think like after like a bad day at work, I literally just forget about that day. Really, like I literally like once I'm done, I could be mad. Like I said, like that's one thing I had learned. I could be mad all I want to, and it's still gonna probably happen repeatedly. Depends on the situation, cause like I said, like it's just like today. It's like for example today. It's just so much stuff going on in the beginning of the day, and then once you deal with like the angry folks and all that stuff that gets out the way. Once you get out that building, like I'm gonna forget about it, and I'm not gonna think about it no more. Like the next day, it's like
Oh, so
yeah,
it's like your environment kind of thing.
mm-hmm. It's like it's cause you got to think about this too. So one day you're going to how can I say this? It's you gotta leave that place regardless if you're not liking what you do because you're only there for a certain reason. You're only there for a certain reason, and once you're done with that reasoning, and then you find a strategy to move out of it, then you're good. Cause it's gonna be a time where like that whole job is gonna flip. I seen it happen to my previous job. Like,
Okay.
like when I was there for like when I was there for like almost 3 years, I see people like come and go, and then there was the time where that job literally hired people until once when COVID was over, the background checks and all that stuff suddenly hit a lot of people. It hit them pretty hard, and they let go half their staff.
Dang.
It was crazy because they hired people. They hired people on because they needed help, and then COVID was happening, so they was hiring people, and they had good people that was working hard, and they was just developing things. But once that happened, and then shit start to hit the fan, all of a sudden, like it just everybody got Thanos.
I got you.
Everybody got
So,
Thanos.
so remember, it's like your job right now or anybody's job is like what you're saying is a pit stop. It's not the actual final destination of where they're trying to get to. So for you personally, it's not like you don't really take on the emotions or the heaviness of it because you got
I
at the
mean,
end of the day that's not your
yeah,
goal, I guess.
yeah. I mean, like I said, that was like the reason I'm like that now because that was the downfall of my last job.
Got you.
That was the downfall of my last job, and it got me caught up. But now, like since I'm at another job, it's not the job that I want. Trust me, like so soon as I get through with certain things, I'm out of there. I'm going
I
to
guess.
going to be doing my own thing, cause like and then I was full time at the job I'm at now, but I put myself
Uh-huh.
part time because they wanted me to do extra shit for no apparent reason. So even though it's part time. Like I looked at my schedule and everything, I was like, yeah, I got more time now because I don't want to work there 5 days a week. It like especially like when January hits, I thought about it too. I was like, man, I said I could work full time or work a certain set time, but after like just like today, I was like, nah, I'm gonna just stick with part time. Oh, I'm doing
Okay,
fine, Jay.
okay.
I'm doing good. How
So
are
remember,
you?
what are some of your? No, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't trying to interrupt you, man. But
Oh no, you good?
what are some of your what are some of your current inspirations as far as like what you do is gaming, anything, man? And then we're gonna talk a little bit about your aspirations, what you kind of where you see yourself in the future with it. So what's keeping you going now?
what's keeping me going? Like I ain't gonna lie. I think it's just like even though like there's a new whole generation of fighting games that came out.
Uh,
Let's see. Like okay, so I'm a before I get to my aspiration, I'm gonna tell you what's going on now, so you could be like up to date. So what's going on now is every fighting game that's been out, there's this thing called rollback netcode. And essentially what rollback netcode is like it sends like the signal of the you know your package of your speed and internet. So basically what we've been dealing with for a long time is back then we had this thing called delay based netcode, which basically when you put an input in, it like you got to put the input in faster than usual, which is kind of sluggish and it's not fun to play online. But now that we have rollback, you like what it does is at a certain like frame, it'll hold off the frame, and then once you press it, it'll feel like you're playing offline basically. So
so a little bit of a delay.
yeah, like rollback has no delay unless you playing someone.
Like, okay.
Yeah, unless you play someone with a bad connection. But the thing is, with it now, like people can have more opportunities to play like online tournaments and whatnot. But I still feel I believe like playing offline is still way better, in my opinion, because you get to learn stuff from people that like knows how to play a game and know how to do certain things that that you can learn by yourself. I mean, there are cases like Ninja Killer, Sonic Fox, or there's a lot of people that play online, and it's the same thing goes for FPS. FPS is a lot better. Like shooters are a lot better now than it was back then because we had to deal with so much stuff. I feel like we were the last generation to deal with bullshit when it comes to online. We had to deal with the bullshit. Like,
Right.
like the kids nowadays, they have it so made. They got it made now. Like
Man, what?
it's
Who got
crazy.
Romero? Go ahead, man.
It's
Tell me about it.
it's so crazy. A lot of kids have it made because they could play any fighting game they want and not have connection issue. They could play Uniel. They could play Guilty Gear Strive. They could play Tekken 8 now. Tekken 7 is I ain't gonna lie, Harada. I think you kind of lying about the Tekken 7 netcode. Talking about oh, it's half rollback. No, it's delayed. You just trying to put a little sprinkle on it because I don't know why they lied about that. I feel like it's not rollback at all. Tekken 8 is rollback. I played the beta. It's definitely rollback. That I don't know what Tekken 7 is, but to get to the main point, I think my inspiration when it comes to this is I know I haven't streamed or like done any like videos and like I think it was like a good, if I go back to my YouTube, I think it's like a good 5 months. Cause I think the last videos I had posted was the reactions to like the Evo trailers. And I think my highest view right now is like the reptile reaction, which has like 24K. So that was the last thing I posted.
That's significant, man.
Yeah, yeah. So now I like since I'm about to slowly get back into it, it's like I have to get it's like you starting over again, but you on the same channel. So, but people still watch my reviews though. My reviews is still like they talk about certain things. People still comment on the videos and stuff, which is cool. And I think that's where I think I'm kind of finding my niche when it comes to videos, because videos is a lot more easier than streaming. And I tell people this all the time, like you can't not use one platform. It's not going to work. Like if you're trying to be like for me, it's like it doesn't matter with me at the moment. Like well, except for probably YouTube ish. Like me, like Twitch, it's like the community I was off to. Like at first I was gonna go to Kick and try things out with Kick. I did one time, but the only reason I don't like Kick is because it's too unfiltered.
Unfiltered. Like, what do you mean by that?
Let's see. So you remember like you remember back in the days where like YouTube was kind of unfiltered. People who just say any old thing, any racism stuff, or
Oh
anything
yeah.
sexist. That's what Kick is right now.
Okay, I
Kick
got you.
Kick is trying so hard, and then the problem is there are creators there are doing stupid stuff. Like the dude who was taunting Japan. I forgot what his name is. That man's about to go to jail for a very long time. He is going.
Oi.
He's going to jail, like, cause he went into like construction property and he streamed it, which was a big mistake. And when it comes to Japan, they don't play that. Like, if you,
Right, they got very strict.
they are very strict when it comes to like vandalism and or trying to go into someone's property. And that's what he did, and it's coming back to haunt him. And you don't hear from him again, so he gonna be in a Japanese jail, and he's gonna get deported. Like, soon as he get out, he's gonna get deported. So, and
It's
you,
not funny. I'm sorry. I'm not like. It's not funny. I promise you. It's
uh,
not
it,
funny. It's just like
yeah, he get what he taunted a lot of Japanese people. He did a lot of stuff.
you, yeah, you get what comes to you. You know, at the end of the day, like if you being doing, foul or flawed stuff, is gonna come back to you in some shape or form, right?
Yeah, it's gonna come back. And the one thing I do like I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of like sometimes I'm kind of glad that YouTube kind of filter out the content, and sometimes I kind of hate it, but I kind of see why they do it. Like, cause right now Twitch, I don't know what Twitch is on right now. Like, I'm like, don't get me wrong, Twitch is a good place to stream, but like with the girls that do the whole hot tub streams and all that stuff, it's just like, cause I remember they was against it like a long time ago, and I guess when the whole old crew of Twitch left and the new crew came in, it's nothing. I feel like it's nothing but perverted simps that work for Twitch. They are allowing it. Like, I don't know if you heard. I forgot this chick name. Like, and it's going viral on Twitter and it's going viral on YouTube. And so these girls, right? She literally had the camera up to her, like right here on her like
Mm.
collarbone. So then she was shirtless. She had no bra. She had nothing. So she was holding her arms like this, and she was just shaking left and right. And I'm just like, bro, I was like, what happened to Twitch? What's going on with Twitch? Twitch is becoming OnlyFans, and I feel like these like some of these women just. I feel like they taking advantage for like these boys, these young men, and people that can't like interact with women, and I feel like it sucks. It sucks that way. It is, and it's just sad. Like, cause I hate, and then Twitter's doing the same thing too. Like, I remember when OnlyFans didn't exist. Like, you didn't see no comments like, "Oh, check out my OnlyFans. Ooh, I could do this
You're
better."
not wrong.
Like, I see that in every
You're not
tweet.
wrong.
I see that in every tweet. Oh yeah, she can't do this and that, and I'm like, bruh, like when once OnlyFans came, I felt like that kind of put a stain on like social media. Cause back,
It's interesting you say that, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
oh no, you good, yeah,
It's interesting you say that because sometimes I'm just listening to my music and stuff. And a song I posted today is called "The Root of All Evil." Being talking about money, right?
yeah.
So what are your thoughts on like money being the root of evil? Like, where is that coming to play? Do you believe that, or like, what are your thoughts?
Oh, bro, I think that's a true statement. Money is the root of all evil because. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I heard things like, and it's crazy. Me and my girlfriend we just had a conversation about that, and I'm telling you, bro, people do some weird shit just to get money. Like, the one thing like I'll say is like especially with YouTube. And let me ask you a question. Do you know who Gideon is?
Singer?
Nah, he's not a singer. He's a YouTuber. He's the one that do all
Oh,
those pranks. And
I
he's
don't think so. No.
well, hold on. Let me see. Let me think. The one that threw a hate rate towards Pokemon.
I don't think so. I probably have to see it.
Yeah, he's like one of the, he's like one of the biggest YouTubers out right now. And for some reason, I guess he, I guess he, I guess he's living a Christian life now, which is kind of like shocking to me, like knowing like
Yeah.
how his like content is. But like, bro, there's a lot of people out there that's doing stuff for like money and like content. Like it gets to the point where, and I think that's why I kind of slowed down on social media because it's like I like at one point it's like I felt like I wasn't doing it because what I wanted to do. I felt like I was trying to do it just to get the attention and the money and all that stuff. But really, like now I think I approach things a lot different. And then there was a time where I used to live in this big old house like for probably like a few years, and and I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty cool at first, but then when you live around the people that's like really rich and stuff like that, and I feel like the people there. I'm not saying everybody that lives in that neighborhood, because there are some really nice people there, but that like I'm gonna tell you that those people they think they're above everybody.
Mm,
They think they're
I
above
got you.
everybody, and I feel like compared to the the neighborhoods we live in now, the houses that we live in now, compared to us, I feel like those are some weird ass niggas. They act kind of like rich people act like some rich people act kind of phony. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, man. And then the thing is, like, rich people have all. I'm gonna say all the same problems that people like middle class and poor people have, but
Yeah.
they got a lot of the same problems, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, whatever. They deal with a lot of stuff too, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, no, they yeah, and then on top of that, it's just like I feel like some like people who wants to be rich and famous. Like I feel like they want to do it for one purpose, but if they do it to where you make like sacrifices and which is I mean like I said, the more you sacrifice, the lonelier it gets, which is a true statement. But the thing is, what I see, like, one person I feel like is that way as far, like, and even though, like, we listen to their music, I could give you two examples. Like,
Mhm.
two rappers in particular that I feel like they're that way. Playboy Cardi and Travis Scott. Those are two
Okay,
examples, and I'm gonna break this down to you. But the only difference between them two, like the only thing they got similar is that they sacrifice a lot of things to get to where they are now, whether it's good or
got you.
bad. But the
Agreed, agreed.
but the difference is with Travis Scott. Travis Scott, I feel like he's more greedy. If you think about it, he's taking all the sponsors. He stole his friend's laptop and to make music. He never gave his friend's laptop back, and that has so much of his hard work and music on there. So like for
Do you think he sold his soul?
I think so. It doesn't seem that way, but if you think about it, think about all the albums he put out, right? Like starting from Rodeo to Utopia. Think about this. Why you think he has so many features, but he don't have it listed on his tracks? You're not gonna know who's feature on it until you listen to the song.
Mm.
And especially with Sicko Mode, like and you think about it, the only time he ever did that was Sicko Mode. he had to put Drake's name on because at the time Drake was bigger than Travis Scott.
That's facts. That's facts.
So that is that's you gotta think about it. But and the thing with Playboy Cardi is he did the same thing, but well, I say Playboy Cardi he ain't as bad as Travis Scott, but the thing is he still made sacrifices. Like the incident with him and Uno the activist and Thousand Boy Funny, they got into it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, their relationship was sour because Playboy Cardi was hanging out with the person that shot him, which was weird. And then like the more he goes up, the more people he loses. Like he started out with awful records with Eternal and Father and all them folks, and then on top of that, when he went to ASAP Mob, things went kind of crazy. So he went up to there. Then after ASAP Mob, then he was with Kanye West, and now like he's kind of doing his own thing, but he's still with Kanye West and still talk to ASAP Rocky and all them. But you can tell like he's doing his own thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the music industry is such a, I won't say weird, but it's like it seems like the more famous that somebody gets, like the higher they get, somebody's reaching out to them, asking them for God knows what. Nobody can really tell you unless you get that deep into the industry. But
Yeah,
it's an interesting thing, man.
but that's the thing though.
Go ahead, man.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Doing music as a hobby is one thing, but if you try to make it as a career, you got to do other things while you making music, cause most of the time people are not making music through money through their music. They making it through shows, they making it through sponsors and all that other stuff. So, and then on top of that, if you sign a record deal, that's most likely like a loan, really.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
You got to give something in return.
Mhm.
Romero, what has been one of the hardest lessons or the best lessons that video games have taught you?
Ooh. Uh. One thing. Is. Oh, that's a lot of them. Actually, that's a lot of them.
Oh, speak on it, man. Speak on it. We got time.
Uh, the one thing I would say. I would say that that is a life lesson is really one. I say you had like one you are able to control your own situations, but sometimes you can't control certain situations. Then on top of that, um, once you make that decision, that's your decision forever until the next session. So it's a lot of lessons about it because you get so many life lessons, whether it's coming from story, whether it's coming from multiplayer, whether it's just coming from a genre that you like. Cause it was a lot of things will teach you so much stuff, and like for example, like there could be games where you don't think that you like, and it's so weird. I can say that about Fortnite. At first, I did not care for Fortnite at all.
You got on a couple times with the boys, though.
Yeah. So once I guess when Jason and AJ, especially AJ, got me into playing Fortnite. Like he's like, "Come on, man, let's play some Fortnite." Oh my God, Fortnite! As the time goes on, and it's the same thing. I think it kind of like it's like in a way, and it's like similar to like a woman too. Like she could be like the best looking, like she could be like either the most middest looking person, but she could be like the best thing you ever have. But if it's like you could have the baddest chick in the world, like you could have the baddest chick in the world, but if her personality is ass, And it's like you don't even want to like be near you. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I've seen situations where a pretty woman can take advantage of you. Can.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same way with gaming. Like with the whole microtransaction. Oh, the game is so nice, it's fun to sell until they try to sell you some shit like that costs way too much than it need to be. I remember like when Street Fighter was doing the costume pack stuff, like with Street Fighter 4 was doing the costume pack, it costs like $4.99 for each costume, or if you get a whole pack of that costume, it's like $20. Now if you try to get the whole costume for the whole roster, like you have to buy $100 worth of coins to get every costume.
Mm.
And
It sounds like they're trying to, I ain't gonna say it, but it sounds like they're trying to do.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but that's how it is. Like at the end of the day, it's 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 the same way with life. You could have the most attractive woman in the world, but if she's bad news and you see things that you don't like, either you take yourself and know your worth, or you just roll it with the punches until you fall over.
Yes, bruh. Like just like you said, it could be a woman. It could be a job opportunity, right? It looks really good on the forefront, like good pay, whatever. And then like you get into the actual job situation and you realize how toxic the boss is or the work environment, whatever. So you're definitely right. You gotta dig deeper because not everything is what it is on a surface level.
Right.
Okay, Romero. Okay.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's one thing I learned. So that's the best thing you gotta learn. Just like to every guy should learn that, especially the younger people, because the young people going through it right now.
so know thyself.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, and we just got a couple more on here that I want to hit on. Um, so obviously you are a gamer, but
Mm-hmm.
you also really into music, man. Like you kind of put me on. I don't even know how to say his name. Coach Cheese. Is that how you say his name?
Oh, Coaches. Yeah.
Coach
Coach.
Cheese. Yeah, man.
Coaches is hard. You know what's crazy? I accidentally found out about Coaches when he dropped what's that song that he went viral because everybody thought he was Playboy Cardi. Uh, what was the name of that song? I gotta look for that song. I'm about to search it up right now. What was the name of that song? I had to. I gotta look through this, cause if I don't, I'm gonna forget. It was no, it wasn't.
It's playing in my head right now. I can't think of the name though.
See, I know what it is. See, it's not taxing because that's after he went viral. What was the name of that song? It was some. It was a. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna say Cochise. So, let's see. Dig Me Freestyle. Yeah, that's the name of it. That's the first song.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, that's the one he went viral. The viral, because that's when everybody thought that was he sounded like Playboy Cardi, because at the time when Playboy Cardi put out Pissy Pampers, that's when Coach Ice is like that's like he did that voice, but then later on when he kept putting out music, he started to make his own sound out of it, which was crazy, and then he put his like Jamaican roots on there, which was even crazier. And it's just like, and he takes his time with his videos and stuff. Like even though he's not like the biggest out right now, but he got a following. He got his own following for sure. And then another one that I accidentally found out that was I don't listen to him that often, but I could have tell he could have had potential if he stayed out of trouble, was Glock 40 Spaz. Like
Well, wait, tell me about this because that's one of my favorite artists.
Glock 40 Spaz, I remember he had this one video that dropped. It was more melodic. I think I forgot the name of the song. Like he was in the. I think he was in his backyard or something, and he was just like that's the first time I heard him. But I was
Was it
like,
I Choose Violence?
I think that's what it was. It was I Choose Violence, and he was like in his backyard, in his back porch or something. Not like he was like in some neighborhood in Buckhead or something. And I think the one that he was in his house in the stairway, that's the song that I liked it from him. Cause he was going crazy on that song. I was like, oh snap. I said this dude got potential. I said he could go somewhere, but then we all know he got arrested for a gun charge. So yeah, once you get caught by a gun, yeah, you go be fighting the case for a good minute. And he got accused of robbery, so that's another issue.
Hey, remember, and I don't want to stop you, man, but what? So, what is the role? Because I'm myself included. I listen to a lot of rap and stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. Like, you don't see me on Instagram toting Glock 40s and stuff like that. Um, what's the reason, man? Like, is there a connection between the stuff we listen to and the way we act to behave? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, I said for the younger people, I think that's the case. But I feel cause it depends on how you listen to the music. If you're a younger person and that's just starting out in life, it's going to definitely influence you for sure. Like, cause it's different when you listen to it when you're older, cause it's for entertainment. But when you're younger, kids start to believe that shit. Cause like you think about it like this, right? If a kid listen to it, like everybody wants to be the main guy, the main character, the player, this that, cause back then with the music that we listened to before, the current generation is listening to now,
Right.
like we didn't have to worry about that too much, cause everybody was dancing, everybody was doing the love song thing, everybody was doing the hardcore rap stuff. Yeah, see, we didn't have to worry about that. But now everybody's like, yo, I got a Glock 45 in my pants, about to shoot up my ops. And yeah, like we listen to it for the beat now, like and then the sound of it. But the younger kids, they listen to it, they believe that's real. They don't think there's no repercussions of that. So, like,
It's facts, man.
like now it's just, I would say it gets to the point where most of the time where I feel like the kids, like there's even a baby rapper. He's a baby. He's a little. He's like 3-4 years old. He's saying all types of shit.
Oh,
He
Lord.
talk about, oh yeah, girl, I want you to come over to my house and suck my wee wee. Oh, like what the, like I think his name was Lil RN, something like that. Like these little kids are rapping
I'm a
about
registered nurse.
registered nurse. Oh, yeah. I think his name was Lil RN, something like that. And then you got people from New York, they rapping like Batman. Like
With
with
the drill,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm like, bruh, because sometimes like you look at these like for example, I think his this rapper named Lil Osama, he had a friend. I think he was a rapper too, blowing up. He ended up getting killed because he disrespected the dead. And that's another thing too. I don't know why they keep disrespecting the dead. They be like, oh yeah, I put him in the ops. Fuck your little baby that died. Like, god damn. I said, what's the reason?
Right.
Like, what's the reason? That's like a non-ending cycle. And I think that's why like drill music and like those type of music sort of dying out. Because I don't think, because people say, oh, hip hop and rap is dying. I don't think that's the case. I just think that type of shit is dying because everybody's rapping about the same shit. Oh yeah, I got VVS's on my neck. I got a bad bitch on the side. Ooh wee, yeah, girl, suck my dick. Ooh, yeah, like it's just shit like that. And
Right, right. You
like,
saying we better role models type thing as far as like the rap industry, music industry, or like
Yeah, but the thing is, the only issue with that is a lot of people can relate to the negatives, like the negative stuff, because they went through that. So that's why it's harder to. Because if you ever think about it, like think of, for example, Logic, right? When he put out that, I think it was that fourth album, which I like. Logic is like, yeah, guys, creativity, positivity, yeah. If you going through something, call this suicide hotline, yeah. I'm Logic, and hey, don't forget, I'm half black.
right, right.
Like, cause I guess like it is just so weird. It's like he started out pretty cool, like his older stuff. It was more relatable, and he was rapping about stuff that's, and it's like he's storytelling, like especially like the second mainstream album that he put out with Def Jam. But now it's just like when he put out those other albums, like, yeah, man, I'm black. I'm about to say the N word. Watch me work, nigga. And it's just I don't know what it is. It's insane to me. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's
So do you think people are more drawn to like negative things as far as like music or whatever? Do people like that more so? Like, oh, I want to hear people get shot up or hear about that kind of
yeah,
shit,
the
or
people.
like, what do you think it
I
is?
said the people who was, like I said, either the people that have not grown, like I'm talking about the ones that like had a squeaky clean ass life, and that the ones, like, the ones that I'm talking about, the ones that their parents be at work trying to make more revenue, and while the kid is at home, like, yeah, I want to be a hard ass rapper. Yeah, man, I want to be from the block. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my Glocks up, throw money at girls. Oh my god, I want to do all that type of stuff. And then there's the actual people that's from the hood that don't understand money like that, and they need, and then it gets to the point where they've been through so much negative stuff that they trying to get out the hood, but sometimes there's certain things, like if they like tied into a gang that they can't even leave from, like let's say, for example, there's so many rappers, like I'm gonna say, let's see, what's a good one, let's see, what's that rapper name that's from New York that's in jail right now for racketeering? He's a
Thanks.
I forgot his name. He was a rapper from the Bronx. What was his name? He was part of the Gorilla.
With the clown hair, or he had multicolored hair, or
No, no, oh no, I ain't talking about 6ix9ine. No, I'm talking about like he's actual, like, yeah, he's the leader of the Gorilla Bloods.
what? Are you an actual gangster?
Yeah, like an actual gangster. Like, forgot his name. What is his name? Cause he had that aggressive like rap style, and he's from the Bronx, and I
I
forgot.
know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was in Jay-Z's party, and
Pop Smoke.
no, not Pop Smoke. He's a Crip,
Damn, no.
not Pop Smoke. It
Oh shit.
was it was I forgot that man. What is his name? Hold on. I can see Brooklyn featuring Fabulous. Let's see. Casanova. That's his name. Casanova. That's the rapper.
Yo, he's in jail now?
Yeah, for racketeering.
I thought he got out.
No, he got out, but then he got arrested again. And this time it's a RICO. Him and a whole bunch of, bruh, he got into so much shit. And I think, like, because there was one time there was a woman in a restaurant wanted a picture and so I think she was filming him, and I guess he came up to her and punched her in the face. There was so much shit going on. He was sponsoring like his gang, like guns, like even like non-registered guns and illegal automatic guns, like AK-47, like Glocks with switches, like modded guns. Like he's in like prison for racketeering right now in New York. So the thing is, like people like that, it's just like they have an opportunity. They doing good in life and they fuck it up because they're in a game that they probably can't not even get out, or they are a leader of the game. Then on top of that, it was just like bro, like what? It's like, what are you doing? It's like, what are you? It's
Yeah.
like what are you doing? Because I see so many people like K Flop. He's another good example of that. He had a thing going from him and his cousin that is a rival gang member. Him and his cousin had a good thing going for them, but the problem is they getting caught up with murder. Well, K Flock is, and his cousin getting caught up for I don't even know what the hell he got caught up for, but they both had promising careers and they fucked it up because of a little crime that they did. Because I remember, and I know one thing for sure, this will kind of like, I heard this guy say this. This man, it took him 5 minutes for him to serve a 20-year life. And what I'm saying, what I mean by it is, you could do a crime for a short period of time and get caught, go to jail. All that for 5 minutes.
That's facts. You can ruin your life in less than in 5 minutes, literally.
Literally in
For real.
5 minutes. And I remember when I heard him say that, I'm like, damn, that's actually kind of true. That's true as shit. Like, I didn't think of it like that. It was like, you can do something for a short period of time and you still do so much time for that short amount of time that you did what you did. And it's sad. I don't know.
It is, man. And sometimes we don't think everything all the way through before we do it. Because this is your podcast. I ain't gonna tell all my business.
Mm-hmm.
But younger, I used to be super impulsive. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Like skateboarding. I'm gonna jump off of this. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as I got older, I was like, you know what? What are the consequences of doing that? I might break my shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it takes maturity, but it also takes like growth and self-awareness. And some people don't, unfortunately, at that level. But I mean, I feel it, bro. I feel it.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty true. So the thing is, like, with like people who have opportunity like this, like, and I see like, and it's so weird. It's happening with this generation. It's not happening so much as like the last generation of rappers. Like, it's literally the current rappers that's like living that life, and then on top of that, they self snitch on themselves. So it's just like
Could be something in the water, man. Like, why is it everybody? Why isn't it just like one person?
shoot, that's a good ass question. Like, I guess like they like a lot of people just being like influenced on what they got going through. So it was just like another thing that I feel like it, and it's so crazy, like, cause like me growing like half of my life growing up in Atlanta, like, you can get influenced by the wrong people easily, and I see that. Like, it's like, as like you growing up, you don't realize that until like the afterthought of it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's always in hindsight when you really start to learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you learn so much stuff, and it takes time too. Like kid, like, it's like when you be young, you just think of the now, and then you're not thinking about the consequences. So if you just don't tell your kids to like choose your options carefully, then
Hmm.
most likely they gonna go out to the wilderness and might run into a bear trap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Thanks.
yeah.
Romero, I got two more for you, and then we'll kind of like turn the floor over to you, bro.
All right.
Um, so just lastly, man, what are some like advice you have for the youth or teens or just anybody who wants to get into like streaming or video production, just putting themselves out there more and stuff like that? Like, what advice could you give them?
Oh, let's see. Let's see. It's three. One, like, put out something that can help others from time to time. Do something that you like to do and don't do anything for the trend of it. Because if you do that, you're just going to be just like everybody else. And three, um, yeah, just don't stick to, like, if you, like, I guess if you taking this platform stuff seriously, uh, yeah, just like, because and I know this for example, like my friend, well, of course, you know him too, but AJ, he's like, man, I love Twitch, I love this, I love this Twitch. I know Twitch is like my main thing. I was like, man, I'm telling him right now. I said, bro, I know you love Twitch, but Twitch is the hardest place to find people. Twitch is the hardest place to find people, and I know that. I know that for sure. Like, cause see, the thing is, like, I'm gonna tell you, like, Retro's his main type of content is Twitch, of course. And but the thing is, he knew people from YouTube, including myself. That's how I met Retro. I met Retro through YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And it's so weird. When I first met Jason, I didn't even know he knew him until I said his name one day, and Jason was like, Retro Recap? I was like, yeah. That's how you know about him. He said, I used to play Gears of War with him. And I was like, oh, shit. I used to edit videos for him for Gears of War. That's a crazy shit.
Wow.
So that's like,
world.
small world. I was like, I said, you talking about the one that's from Baltimore? He was like, yeah, him. I was like, oh, so you do know him. Like, that's crazy. I was like, you do know him. But,
It is.
so it's just like, and it's crazy. Retro been doing this for a long time. He been doing it, as you notice, like, if I didn't have that name Romero the Fighter, you know what he would have called me? Still, I mean, he called me that sometimes from time to time, but he don't say it as much anymore. But he calls, like, he used to call me, like, when I had like newer names until I found a name that fit. And I knew when he said Romero the Fighter, that one was gonna stick forever. So I had stuck with it. Cause even when I changed my name again, he kept saying it. He's like, I said, well, I'm changing it back to this name, cause he could not stop calling me Romero the Fighter. Like that name stuck. That name stuck by him. Like, he used to call me by Raytrix, cause he knew me by Raytrix. He called me Raytrix all the time. Like, when he first started streaming on, like, back when he was streaming on the consoles, he would still call me Raytrix. But then when I changed my name to what I got now, that's when he called me that forever. That's like a forever name now. So it's like, that's a name I can never change. Like, I cannot change that name. As far as gaming wise, like, I cannot change that name.
Hey, but it's good in the same sense, though. You know what I'm saying? Having that continuity is just like, people don't gotta find you or look for you as like a different name or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Hold on, let me see something.
yeah.
Oh, can you hear me, Romero?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying, like, because then if somebody don't gotta look for you under like a million different names, they can Romero the Fighter YouTube, Romero the Fighter Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's not like so difficult. So I mean, it could be a good thing too, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. Now, I came to realize, because he kept calling me that every single time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to that name, because he kept calling me that. But I mean, and plus I also didn't have no choice, because my last Twitch, something happened to my last Twitch, because I had more followers on my last Twitch. But I think I'm glad I don't have it anymore. I mean, even though I created so much memories on that one, but it's just like, I'm glad that, like, I move on to this one in particular, because it's starting out new. But one thing I will never do for this one is put my Twitch link on Twitter anymore because of them damn commission ass people. Those commission people come to my stream every time. That, oh yeah, I would like to work on the graphics work. No, I don't want no graphics work from you. I don't. Stop advertising.
You.
Yeah, stop asking me. I don't care. Like,
So,
if I want a graphics artist, I will hire one.
well, I'm sure, bro. You do a lot of that stuff yourself too, so it's like it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it just gets to the point where it's just like bro, like gosh, like people gotta stop spamming, cause
Leave me alone, bro.
yeah, like that's why I don't post a Twitter link no more. I don't post a Twitter link because every time I do, them same commission ass niggas keep coming to my street, and I had to ban their ass for that shit. I hate that.
I'd be looking for you. They be like, Romero, got him, spam it. No, just play.
Yeah, no, they do that for real. I'm not gonna lie.
They do.
They probably do that for real.
Probably do.
Like, yeah, check out, like, cause they'll talk to you like cool at first, then they hit you with, how long you been streaming? I'm like, and that's the ones that I had to look out for, cause if they ask you that question, let it continue for a second, and then say, I can do graphic work for you. You get banned. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I ain't playing with that.
I'm not playing with that.
Romero, last question I got. It's not even a question, man. What would be the advice that you have for like youth or teens on like mental health, man? Do you have any tips or any advice for them as far as mental health goes?
Ooh, number one thing is never bottle up. Never bottle.
Why not?
Yeah, like never bottle up, but don't let it out to the wrong person. Cause
I got you.
Cause if you if you say, like, I would say, for example, I'm not gonna say the person's name, cause I see his posts constantly. Like he doing something where he's keeping them like in a positive mind frame, but the problem is like, bro, we are on. I'm 30 already, so he's almost 30, to the point where, bro, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, if you need someone to talk to, just talk to somebody. But like, bro, because I can understand if you was like in your younger years, talk about certain things. Like, that's cool for a minute, but then you get older, it gets old so quick. You express yourself, then you do stuff, to where you can't, try to get attention, or you say wild stuff to where people are really concerned. So you just gotta watch out for it, and I think that's why I kind of fall back from people like that. Like, the person may not know that, but it's better off that way sometimes. Like, you could be still good friends with them, but if they keep going on with the same thing and they just try to guilt trip people of how he's feeling instead of just talking it out about his real situation, then it's just gonna get repetitive every fucking time. So it's just like, if you have that type of issue, you actually just gotta literally step away from social media for like a year, because it's gonna take longer, like, until you get like, because for me, I did the same thing, like, well, not that whole get attention, but I just say stuff what's on my mind. But I knew it like later on I realized it will catch on later. So what I did was I stepped away from it for a good minute until I learned how to stop doing it. And then
man.
Ever since then, I've been. You good, Avery. But ever since then, things got better. I don't be doing that. Like, I just look at people posts, and then after that, I'm just going on my day. I don't like to be on it for a long time unless it's like Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah, I would have definitely agree with that first one, man. It's like, so not bottling things in is super important, because we just internalizing all of our feelings at the end of the day. It doesn't mean that they're not still there. they gonna come out in some shape or form eventually. But internalizing or bottling up is not the best way to deal with it. But
Right.
definitely be safe about like who you're doing it to. Social media is not the place to be doing it because not everybody on your social media is actually has your best interest. Some people just be looking because they want to see some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely agree, man. Okay, so that was a really good, Romero.
Yeah.
So don't bottle up your emotions, but
Mm-hmm.
share it with somebody you trust. That's awesome, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's something else, man? You got any other tips for the teens or anybody
Oh,
else?
bro, do what you love to do. Like, life is short. I see people come and go every single day. Life is short. Do what you want to do. I mean, of course, you got to be wise on how to do it. But, yeah, life is so short. And it be different. Be different. Because and I think it's like a chain effect where everybody try to do the same thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of people, and I noticed this from like Instagram and like TikTok. Those two particular, that you see everybody do the same thing. Like you see everybody do the same thing. Like sometimes I be asking myself a question like, why do girls like to model or do the same thing or sing the same song? Like I've seen, don't get me wrong, I've seen women on Instagram like being original, but it's so many of them. They do the same shit over and over. It gets boring, and the same goes for the guys. Like the guys, they be wearing like they be it's like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm the man. I got money. I flexing on my car, getting the money.
Hmm.
Man, in reality, you just a regular dude, just like everybody else. And the person that doesn't flex don't really post on there. That's like some young nigga shit. Like you wanna flex all the time.
Right. Like social media is like it's always our best version of ourselves, and it's not as like the most accurate depiction of anybody. It's always gonna be our best self. You know what I'm saying? Our best face on there, whatever filters, whatever. It's not realistic in a lot of the cases. So I felt that.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, so that's facts of life. So sometimes you just have to understand that most of the time, you're just gonna you just have to be human, and then on top of that, like you not it's like when you're on social media, I feel like you should be on it in a certain amount of time. Like, cause the ones that I be on for a long time is YouTube and yeah, YouTube and Twitch, but mainly YouTube, cause I feel like you find different stuff. It's not like the same thing over and over again. It's just everything is different. Everybody's doing something different. Twitch is just like Twitch is the same way. Everybody's doing something different. Like unless you try to play at the same game, which is going to be a problem. But hey, to each his own. But as far as you know, like doing the same things over TikTok and Instagram are two examples that people copy each other. Like the girl want to be the
Hmm.
baddest girl in the club, baddest girl on the scene. I'm that Cinderella type girl, and then you got the like the girls like and then so weird. It's just like the main things that women complain about. Oh, I can't be friends with a girl, this and that and the third. But outside looking in, you gotta actually see why is that the case. Why is it?
The why is super important. Yeah.
Yeah, why is that the case? Like you gotta like think about it. Like why is that the case? And then she's like, oh yeah, um, wish I like to hang around with guys and have guy friends, but what they don't realize that, like, to be frankly honest, the only way you could be friends with a girl, it's kind of difficult. You could be friends with women, but it's like I don't think that kind of really exists in my opinion, because unless it's either for you're friends with your friend that's like a girlfriend, or you just friends with that. But I feel like in my opinion. Like, you could be friends with a girl,
Mm.
but it has to be so platonic that you have to keep your distance because I feel like sooner as you get closer to a woman, I feel like either she's gonna fall for you or the guy's gonna fall for the girl. And I seen that happen countless of times. I feel like every guy went through that experience. Oh yeah, I could be that friend's girl, but you turn out you do that just to like him. Like I feel like I feel like it could be a thing, but it can't be a thing if you get what I'm saying.
Oh no, Merle, I'm 100% on the same page with you. Like me personally, like I don't have a lot of like female friends.
Mhm.
I mean, cause I ain't gonna go into all my details, but
Yeah.
I've always kind of been that person where like boundary is like no, like I'm not trying to. Eventually, it's gonna get to that point where I'm like hitting on you, crushing on you type thing, and I just know that. So I'm not gonna like,
Yeah.
hey, let's just be friends. Like, no, like I'm good. So I felt that.
Yeah, and that's the crazy. That's how like it's weird. Like the way me and the person that I'm with now is like, bruh, it is so weird. I didn't wasn't hitting on her or anything. It was just like it happened randomly. It happened so random that to the point where I did not know it's a good thing. She could be a little spicy sometimes. She's a spicy little hot pepper, but she's a good woman at the end of the day. Like I said, the time that you'll be with somebody is the most unexpected time. Like you're not chasing, you're not talking to them because I feel like if you be persistent and be consistent and the girl's not into you or you try to and then they give in, I feel like it's gonna head downhill sooner or later.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed, man. You can't force it.
yeah, I learned that. I learned that myself. Like I was like, I feel like every guy or woman should learn that. Like, don't be consistent and persistent because if you do that, it's not gonna feel real. It's not gonna feel genuine. I feel like it feels like a person will force to, like, be like, oh, I'm just here. Oh yeah, I'm getting comfortable with you. Oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
settling just because you you've been persistent. It has to be more like, hey, this shit random as hell, but hey,
Right.
I
And you also don't want nobody falling in love with your potential. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to fall in love with you as a person and not like, oh, one day he might be an incredible gamer. You got to look at the here and now, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, no, spot on, spot on.
Yeah, but
Um, okay. So we got one about the mental health. You said don't bottle it in. Make sure, but you gotta trust that person.
mm-hmm.
The second one was to um like do be different, like kind of do what you want to do in life. Don't follow the crowd. Be original, which is super important. And I definitely agree with that, bro. Um, Last one, Romero. Give us the last mental health tip for the teens, even adults, man, whoever.
Oh yeah. The last thing too that I do have to say is don't feel peer pressure by nothing. If someone said like if someone's peer pressuring doing something that you're not feeling comfortable to do or feel to the point where you're like damn, like there's a lot going on. Like it's like make sure you are comfortable doing that first, because if you do something that you don't like, it's gonna show. It's going to reveal itself. It's going to reveal itself. Like wherever there's dark will come to light. Because a lot of people doing stuff like a good example is like I'll say YouTubers are a good example. Like the ones that are up there. Like if you see people like I'm gonna say a good example of someone that is like doing their own thing and not being peer pressured by anything is Swoozy. So if you don't know who Swoozy is, Swoozy, he started out as a DOA, Dead or Alive Pro, and back then when Direct TV was a thing, uh, they had this like little gaming tournament event where the gamers was like they was teamed up because they had like it's like something where they test their gaming. Like for the fighting game division, there was Swoozy, and Swoozy was like one of the best Kasumis in DOA at that time. But there's far more better players than Swoozy now. But back then he was on his A game with Dead or Alive, and then afterwards, as he started to figure out more stuff about life. He tried to figure out what to do next after the whole game and stuff. He started doing YouTube. He was doing YouTube before YouTube starting to pay people and have ad revenue, because they didn't start doing that till 2011. So the thing is, it's like Swoozy, he did the animation, he did his storytelling, his life lessons about every situation he been through with the girl or a couple of friends that he had to learn, and he's still true to that to this day, and people still love him for that. But like the type of content that I feel like is peer pressure is like, for example, I could give you two. There's this guy, I forgot what's his name. He was some light skinned dude with curly hair. King Sid, and let's see, DMB Nation. Those couple channels that do the prank.
Got you.
Like
quote unquote
pranks,
right?
yeah, quote unquote pranks. They, I feel like those are the ones that peer pressure to do the same shit over and over and over until their content is kind of dry. Because once they're like, cause I can't see how like younger kids or people, cause older people I can tell they don't watch shit like that.
Right.
Like, cause I remember one time I subscribed to them back when reaction channels was a thing, and then the more I started watching them, and I was like, okay, they on some weird shit. I'm not gonna follow them. Like what the hell? It's like, oh, they flexing the money. Oh, they flexing. Oh, I got a wife and kid. And then I see this dude Corey, and I forgot his ex girlfriend name. They broke up. Then we finally figure out why. I was like, and that's why couple channels should never be a thing.
Hey,
I
feel it. I feel it.
Yeah, they be some weird shit. Exactly. So it's like, for the fact that they post like stuff like that, it's just so weird. Let's see, what's another one? Oh, speaking of this fighting game community, all right. So we had this thing where in the fighting game community we had people posting like, who got low tier god, DSP gaming. And this new dude in the Mortal Kombat, I forgot what his name is. He's a Kenshi player, and boy, I ain't gonna lie. They funny as hell. Don't get me wrong, they funny as hell, but they just like they do. Like, I'll say this, like with low tier God, he seemed like a cool guy outside the stream stuff, but when you look at him, you'll assume that he's a narcissist. Like, you think, oh yeah, I'm hot shit, I'm a this and that. DSP Gaming, he's one of those guys that brag about being a Street Fighter 2 Evo champion, even though it's like one of the worst ports to ever play on. And he complains about every single little thing. Yeah, I mean, LTG is smart. I mean, not because he got a following, but he lost his YouTube channel. Like, he has to use Kick and Twitch.
Yikes.
So, yeah, LTG, yeah, he got a following now. And he's like more outside of the I guess the gaming stuff, because he started out being like the bad guy from Street Fighter, Street Fighter 4 days where he was playing low tier characters, even though he played Rose, which is weird to me. Like bro, Rose was pretty good in that game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she's not the best character in the game, but she's really good. So it's like his name kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, low tier, and then he playing with
A,
yeah,
a good ass character. So
yeah.
that shit is weird. And then another thing that let's see, DSP Gaming, he tries to, and I know he's like to play games and stuff, but he tried to use like his audience for money, and then he had a girlfriend once, and she's boring as shit too. Like it's just so much that's going on. Like, and then what you call it? And then this new guy, his name is Narika, something like that. Nine Rika. He's a Kenshi player, and he does the same thing. Like he'll think he's good at Mortal Kombat with Kenshi, but then he gets bodied by like all sorts of people, and then he rages and looks stupid at the end. He was like, no, man. He's like, no, man, I look good, man, I look good. But it's like, sometimes you just gotta live your truth. Live your truth. Because I feel like the best way of your content is just to live your truth. Like, live your truth. Like, even if people say something about it and, point it out, like, you just gotta live your truth. You got no choice. Because if you live a lie and just, like, say this or that, then it's an issue.
You're gonna come back up eventually.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Live your truth. You have no choice, cause there's gonna be times where people is gonna point out certain things, like for example, like a person that lives their truth every single day is Corey Kenshin. He is a good example of that. He lives his truth. Like even though he'll tell you a certain reason why he been gone for a certain amount of time or why he don't post videos like that, like he's telling you the truth. He tells you he loves God. He's a Christian man. He don't do crazy shit for attention. Like, just live your truth. Like, for me, like, I feel like I'll forever post gaming content because that's what I like to do. What else I'm gonna post?
You.
Yeah. Like what else I'm gonna post? Like, yeah, cause I see everybody, like even like certain people just, I don't know. Oh, what's up, Retro? And how could I say this? And it's so funny. Me and AJ was just talking about this too, because I remember he's like, I gotta do stuff with whatever's trending and stuff. Like, yeah, it's true, but I mean, it's true to a certain extent. But
yeah, it comes with different aspects. It comes with little consequences and stuff. Being trendy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, you be so trendy, like to the point where people like, oh, he's doing this, I'm on to the next one. Like, and there's this guy that I recently started watching on YouTube. His name is Sandwiches. Yeah, it's a weird. It's a combined with his name with sandwiches, but
okay, yeah, I'm not here to judge, bro. But
yeah,
keep going, bro.
yeah, but he makes some fire content. Like, so his whole goal for his channel is like he played the games that has the hardest achievements. Like, he will go thick and thin just to get that achievement. So he be on his Xbox, he'll find a game that you have to go through the hardest achievement. And I think the funniest one I think I ever watched from him is the Left 4 Dead one. His shit is so hilarious, cause it's like, for some reason, like when he posts stuff like that, it's a good challenge, and I like how people like do something different. He challenged himself to do certain things. Even with Dead Space, he challenged himself to get harder to just achieve it. To where you only have like a certain amount of save points that you can save, and you have to finish the rest of the game out. If you die, you got to start the whole part over because there's no checkpoint.
Oh, I know exactly. I don't know about like Dead Space, but I played a game. I don't know what it was called, but it was literally the same thing. If you died, your character was gone, bro. You had to start all the way over. I was like,
Yeah,
that ain't me. But yeah,
yeah, he had to because like I think what he said Dark Souls shit. Yeah, something like that.
oh no, Dark Souls is crazy.
Yeah, something to that degree. Cause like the thing was, I forgot the game that was like I guess was like inspired to make like something similar to Dead Space, but the game was like way harder than Dead Space. I forgot because some people gave good reviews, some people gave bad reviews, but the way I seen the game looks really good. It looks fun, but like I said, remember that Zombie U game? Oh hell yeah, yeah, that game is you gotta start over from scratch on that one. But yeah, but the whole point is that that game is so hard. Like when you play in the hardest difficulty and you only have a certain like save point, and you got to play like an actual human, like in a survival state. And then if you don't save it at the right spot at a certain chapters, this dude literally had to go through 2 chapters just to do a save point, because he had to do that so that way he don't have to start all the way back over. Because if he did 1 chapter, he wasted a save point, basically.
Right.
And you die so much. It's absolutely crazy. Like it's insane to me. Like, but that's the whole point. Like he was really good about doing things, and he died a lot too. Cause once you die, he has to start over. And the good thing is, like his videos is quality because the whole gameplay is not a 1-day thing. It's more like probably like a week or probably 2 weeks. And then once he's done with that whole game and what he get the achievement for, he makes a whole video about it.
Okay. Hey, and that's that's real for life, bro. You know, you gotta fall down to learn how to get back up. So, kudos to him, man. I ain't got the patience for it personally, but
sure, bruh. I'ma tell you this. It was me, AJ, 2 other friends. We played Left 4 Dead 2 on the hardest difficulty, and let me tell you, that was one of the most devastating shit I had ever played in my life. If you play Left 4 Dead 2 on the hardest difficulty, everything in their mama will spawn. A tank will spawn, a fucking hunter will spawn randomly. You could have 2-3 witches coming out of nowhere, and if you disturb them, you getting clawed up to death.
Oh, well, okay. I was trying to think like Left 4 Dead, but I know what you're talking about when you said the witch.
Yeah, she's a bitch on that difficulty. And then you hear that.
Straight up.
I'm just saying, like, if you hear that music cue, and then her crying, I'm like, oh my god. I said, it's already one thing you playing on a normal difficulty, you can get away with it. But you playing it on that difficulty, you hear it more than once, you go through several times. Let's see, wait.
Oh my god.
Nightbot, no.
So I gotta start wrapping up, man. But I definitely appreciate all your time, man. It's been a pleasure having you on the show on Atypical. Big shout outs, man. Like I said, I appreciate you. You've been an awesome guest talking about your journey in gaming. You gave some really great tips for mental health, and definitely need you back on another show, one of these podcasts, man. I appreciate your time for sure.
Oh yeah, appreciate you, man, for talking. It's good because it's been a minute since I streamed. This is the first time in a while since I streamed. I think the last time I streamed, I was playing MK.
Hey man, you ain't gotta shut it off. You ain't gotta shut it off. I just gotta answer some calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I appreciate you, Romero. You've been an awesome guest, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Um,
I sing you the
yeah,
vibe
dog.
too. I sing you the vibe too.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I
All right.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, dog. All right, Romero, you take it easy, man. I'll catch you on the next one.
All right, bro.
All right, Brody.
All right. All right, y'all. I guess that's it for right now. But yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. I'm gonna be back streaming fighting games pretty much soon and having a good time with y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? Haven't been doing it in a while, so yeah. So I appreciate for everybody. Is it my camera off? Yeah, my camera's off for some reason. Hold on. Let's see, activate. Ah, dang. I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, let me change something. Oh well. Oh well. Well, shoot. You said tomorrow. Yeah, I probably might do it tomorrow. Cause since I'm back part time, I can stream a lot more now. And shoot, like it's gonna be times. Yeah, I probably stream like more during like the day or probably that night because my schedule is so weird. But I appreciate everybody coming through. I don't even know. Wait, is anybody streaming right now? I actually like to raise somebody. Let's see who's streaming right now. Yo, appreciate it. A few. Shoot, I would like to raise somebody. Cause I would like to raise. Let me see. Let's see who is streaming. Let me refresh this. I gotta look through my list. Uh, shit. Let's see. Oh, uh, let me do Taj. It's been a minute since I seen Taj, so yeah. Let me raise Taj. Yeah. All right, y'all. I see y'all boys later, and yeah, let me start the raid now. So go ahead and say what's up to my boy Taj. He's a cool ass Street Fighter player, and yeah, I see y'all another stream. Deuces.